Oh, we yeah! Yeah, he bought it down!
She finna say
Yeah!
Look here! Everybody's fucking videohead! Look here! Everybody's fucking videohead!
This is just one example of how great things have been since this election. Trump's transition team is working diligently to secure all the positions for his new administration, and boy, that's going over so smoothly. Reuters is also reporting that Trump wants to give his kids some security clearance. Of course, Reuters cites CBS News as their source, and CBS News' source is an unnamed source. So with that said, if this is true, wasn't this person elected because some people were pissed off about the way the other person might have handled classified information? Isn't that kind of weird? It's not really a big deal though. Trump just wants to bring his family in on the day-to-day operations of being the prez. Alright? And I think, personally, maybe Baron Trump's input on the annexation of Crimea will be a breath of fresh air. And his thoughts on the Mexican border wall? Well, that's gonna be very insightful, because I know where he's coming from. A Lego brick wall! It's colorful and easy to maintain. Then you got Ben Carson up to his typical Ben Carson antics, claiming that he didn't want a position in Trump's cabinet based on the fact that he doesn't have any previous government experience. Which is weird, because he endorses a guy who is now the president-elect, who also didn't happen to have any government experience. Oh yeah, and also Ben Carson ran for president, and he didn't have any government experience. I don't get it. It's Ben Carson though, folks. It's Ben Carson though, folks. It's always a big day when it's Ben Carson reading day. However, that was Ben Carson's business associate that made that claim. Ben Carson then took to Facebook in a Facebook post and disputed it. Which, you know, that's totally not a PR reaction and should not be taken with a grain of salt, right? But look, my one bit of advice to Ben Carson is maybe I wouldn't describe Donald Trump's cabinet as a dynamite cabinet, because at the rate that it's going right now, it's looking to be the bad kind of dynamite. Meanwhile, Obama is busy going around the world trying to reassure foreign leaders that a Trump presidency is not one to worry about. He's basically acting like a divorced father trying to reassure his child about the guy his mom is marrying.
And look, I'm still your dad. Donnie's not gonna replace any of the things that we have. He is an important part of your life though. So it's gonna take some getting used to.
Even though he knows that that's bullshit, and that Donnie's gonna swoop in and try and replace him the first second he gets. You're not my real dad, okay? Finally, Apple released a 450-page book with pictures of their products highlighting over 20 years of design. In typical Apple fashion, it costs about $300. And if you don't like that, you can get a smaller version for just $199. In my opinion, and I'll level with you here, if you feel like there's too much white space in the bigger version, or if you feel like it's, you know, too big for your hands, I would just go ahead, get the smaller version, wait until next year, because you know they're gonna come out with a newer version next year. Rumors say that it's gonna be a revolutionary new book where the pictures pop out of the book. They're such industry leaders. The book features a foreword by Johnny Ive, citing, "We strive with varying degrees of success to define objects that appear effortless, objects that appear so simple, coherent, and inevitable that there could be no rational alternative." Now, Apple's also been known for their commercials. So I'd imagine that a commercial for the Apple book would go a little something like this.
Over the past 20 years, we pushed ourselves to bend the definition of what design is and what it can be. We're so proud of our journey, we've created a picture book with a completely irrational price of $300. Why? Because we're Apple. So, fuck you. Also, I'm describing this book with a plethora of beautiful adjectives in my British accent. It's impossible for you to resist. In the coming months, we also plan to release the book on audio tape with narration by Bono.
Yeah, book! Alright, that's all I got for you guys this week. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next week with another video. A like would be awesome. A subscribe would be amazing. I'm John, and you've been watching Videohead.